up the butt procedure day. Yesterday was up the butt series. This is the completion of the series today, I guess, because we're going to get the test. Yesterday was all prep shit. Last night I couldn't do videos. I was in agonizing pain. My stomach was so sore. It was pain level 10 for literally hours and hours and hours. And I did some pooping, but mainly did a whole bunch of spewing. And was getting the cold sweats, like I was drenched in sweat, but I was cold. Like even when I touched my skin, it was cold, so I don't think I had a temperature. And then I kept trying to sleep, but couldn't. But I have had some sleep in the end, which is good. Now the procedure today, so up to butt. This is a nightmare, man. Just a nightmare. It's 5 a.m. We're heading to the hospital. Sam arrived at work at 4. It's probably Manny woke up at 3. He's been so brilliant throughout this whole thing. Yesterday, prepped all the stuff and called the hospital and organised everything. I didn't have to do anything, and I'm so hopeless at all this kind of stuff. I probably wouldn't have been able to do anything. So, yeah, Sam's been a trooper through all this. And today I haven't brushed my teeth, haven't showered. I haven't done anything. I'm just so weak in the muscles and whatever from all those preps and stuff. So, yeah, I'm so grateful for Sam, you being here, mate.
Look, you do it for me, so... Right?
Yeah. I do it for everybody. Funny cunt. Sun's coming up and we're headed to the Sunshine Coast University Private Hospital, where I'm about to get gangbanged by cameras. Lucky I'll be out. I'm filming right into the sun, which is nuts. But
It corrects it pretty well, doesn't it?
yeah, it does. Yeah, but it's bad filmmaking unless you want to get that deliberate effect, which I do. So yeah, deliberate filmmaking strategy to show you the morning. But yeah, we're at the hospital in the car park. Yeah, so I've gotten out of the car. Still feel so weak. We're in the Story Park. And that's the Sunshine Coast University Private Hospital just there. Approaching the public entrance of the hospital. Oh.
You're supposed to have masks.
Oh, shit. Here at the hospital, you got your regular check-in, and then you got another one, patient check-in. In the lift, headed towards surgical area. In the day surgery reception. Up the butt. So I'm first on the list, so that could mean that we've gotten here at 6 a.m. Did we arrive here? It could mean that we're in and out quick today. So I think you could turn up here at 6 and not be first on the list. You might be at 11 o'clock or 2 o'clock or whatever, but I think I'm going straight in. So we'll be done and dusted early in the day. Garfield's here. He's not having anything done. He's having nothing done. So it'll be my ass.
You'll be raiding the cafeteria.
Yeah, lasagna at the cafeteria. That's the door. They will call me through, take me in there, and then up the butt. As with a lot of situations when you go into doctors and medical procedures, there's a lot of waiting around. This is filling up fast, but Sam got here early, Sam?
Yeah.
Got me here early. We were the first through the door. The building wasn't even open. We had to get security to open it. So we're in first for the procedure too. So,
Which is, it means more waiting around, unfortunately, but it means, in the long run, I think less waiting because you're seeing quicker.
yeah, well, some of those people might be sitting in this foyer until 2 in the afternoon for their procedure.
Quite possible.
Yeah, some of them might be moved in and put on a bed for a bit or something, but yeah, they're going to be waiting.
Yeah.
I'm straight in today. Thanks, Sam. So I put my clothes in there. I put on that gown, optional pants. Might be wearing pants. And that's it. And then she's going to come back. Yep. Sure. hate these masks. Oh, just snapped it. Yeah, so I'm in this room waiting to get taken in for the procedure. My clothes, boring as hell. So I'm in a hospital room. I've just had an ECG for the anaesthetist, so he knows the heart is good enough to go to anaesthetise me, and then I think they're doing some other procedures, and then I'll go in for the camera up the butt. Alright, so got a drip in. Oh, that's ready for a drip. Ugh, got to have an enema. Oh. He said I didn't have to necessarily, but I could stuff the results. So I want to get. I've got to get to the bottom of why I'm having stomach pain. So I'm not just getting a camera up the thing and a camera down today. I'm now getting an enema. This is why the other day I went and had a couple of ladies and just had a ball that day, because today is just fucking nightmare. And so was yesterday. Last night I didn't do any more videos after I drank the prep because I was just in agony, absolute agony all night in the stomach and vomiting and nausea and too sick to film anything. But, God, I don't know, this enema, Jesus Christ, they stick a little tube up your ass. Now they keep emphasising a little, but oh my God. Alright, so I've had the enema in 5 minutes. I press this button and the nurse will walk me to the men's room. The Phil Collins song Another Day in Paradise is playing. Kind of ironic, if I think that's the word, ironic. It definitely wasn't my bag. It hurt like hell. But some people pay big and good money to have things like this, so maybe I just need to look on the bright side. Garfield's here. In paradise, it's just another day for you and me in paradise. Okay, so I think 5 minutes is probably up. Called the nursey to take me to the toot. God, look at this pervert. Thanks for waiting, bro.
Oh, it's okay. How'd you go?
Alright, yeah. Now I've got to go back to the bed, I guess. It's funny though, because she took me to the toilet to make sure my ass wasn't hanging around, but said, make your way back to the bed, like. So my ass is hanging out right now. Alright.
So what's next?
I think I'll just go in next.
Okay, cool. I'm sure
Yeah, so I've just done my after colonic poo-poo. Hello. And now I'm just waiting to be taken off for the procedure. They'll put me to sleep. Boom, do the thing that they got to do with the cams, and hopefully I'll find out the results of what the hell is going on. Oh, wee. Selfie in the toilet. Selfie in the toilet like girls do. So I've actually literally just woken up, and you know, they're doing tests and blood pressure, and I've got this on my finger, but I'm pretty alert already. All right, the nurse is, yep, so I'm really come to now, and I'm ready to be wheeled through to where food is, and I haven't eaten for a couple of days, so it'll be nice to have some sandwiches and orange juice. I'm not at a hospital where they've got lobster, sadly. I don't know if they have hospitals that have lobsters. Maybe in Bel Air and LA they do. You come out and there'd be a lobster waiting for you or something. But yeah, the sandwiches at hospitals, I love them. They're usually good, very good. And here's me lying in the bed. But when I first woke up, I went, I need the toilet, I need to poop. And they said, no, that's the camera. It's just touched everything in your butt. And it makes you think you need to poop, but you got no poop in there. You're poop clean. Anyway, TMI, I guess. And she's writing notes there. I'm on the monitor there. It's all pretty painless. Yeah, so for all intensive purposes, I've just had a nice nap. Because they took me in the room, put gas mask over my face, and then night. And I think I was in there half an hour. And then I've come out and I feel really refreshed. And the rest of the day could be normal. I mean, I might even be able to go shoot a pump seat because I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe today you got to rest, I don't know. But I think my parents are going to come over to my house tonight because by law someone's got to come and just make sure you don't die or whatever after being under the anaesthetic. Yeah. But what is it now? 10 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, this has gone easy. Easy done. They found nothing. So I'm going to have to do other tests. So I've had a fun talk with the nurse here. She's got a good sense of humour and we're just laughing. But I don't film people, so I don't film the nurse. But right now she's just off to get me a mask so I can go fight crime. Nah, it's, you know what the masks are for the virus. I've got a blankie on. I'm sitting in a chair, much like those ones, in a little recovery area. And Sam's on his way. And we'll just have sandwiches. Good. It feels like I've had a nap.
Now, did you?
So Hans, the butt doctor, has just been here and told me that they've done biopsies and all that stuff, and I'll have those results in 48 hours, except Josh is away for 6 weeks, my doctor. So I might have to go to another GP. Will they send the results over to him? Okay. And find out what those are. But I reckon they're going to find nothing with all that. Like, I've got excruciating pain in my stomach and I'm all clear. They found nothing with the camera and I knew they wouldn't. But the other thing that Hans said is I can book in with him, and he's got some other ideas like sending me to dietitians, and maybe it could be some medication that I'm on. I've got a feeling it could be that, honestly, because sometimes, Sam, when I inject even my insulin shoot in my stomach, I have that pain for the next half an hour. Yeah. So it actually could be my insulin or whatever. Yeah. But what's this thing called? Up the butt. All right, so I've had 2 trays of sandwiches. This time she brought it out on a plate without the plastic triangle. I noticed you took it out of the plastic thing and put it on a plate and made it fancy.
Oh, I know.
That was a nice touch.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, so that was the lemonade. What was that burp? Sandwiches were excellent. Now I've been told I can get dressed and head off, so let's do it. I'm going to get to keep these socks, and they're not just small socks, they've got like grip on the bottom so you don't slip over. So I think that's a pretty good score, cool pair of socks. And apparently it's the most unsexy thing you can do is wear socks with thongs. But you know, I'm going to make it sexy.
Apparently it's those ones you can wear socks, but it has to be those kind of, what do you call them, slides?
Yeah, you can't slide in them. That's excellent.
That looks, apparently that's the cool thing.
Right, so you recognise this is where we parked and talked this morning. Well, we're back in the car and we're leaving. I thought we might do a pump seekers the Savi, but I don't think so. Even though I'm pretty alert and all that, I'm a little bit unsteady on my feet, that a little bit kind of, and a bit sort of weak in the muscles, but yeah. Anyway, that's the Up the Butt series. So we had yesterday Up the Butt part 1 through 7, I think it was, which is prep day. And then I think this will let it together as one movie, one masterpiece movie. And it'll be called Up the Butt, what do you say, the day? Or what was it, Procedure Day or something?
Yeah.
Up the Butt Procedure Day. There you go. Eat my shorts. So this is the foodery. This is across the road from the hospital I was just at. Sam's filling his car up and he's going to go in and get me a cold water and him some sort of drink. And yeah, we're on the way back to the Beale Heights Manor. I just noticed, if I can zoom right in, come on, zoom in more, no. What they've got over there is 4 and 20 keychains with sauce bottles. So you fill that up with sauce and you've got a keychain for your pie with a bottle of sauce all day. 4 and 20 keychains, bottles of sauce, refillable. Great concept. So we're on the way back and this is the roundabout at Calowntown or Caloundra. And we turn right here and then we'll go straight down, I think it's called, Caloundra Road, and that turns into the Steve Irwin Way, and then we'll be back at my place. So here ends the adventures, unless something comes up that makes me pick up the camera again, of Up the Butt, what do we call it? Up the Butt, the actual day, Procedure Day. Good day.